move, you can't cut it out! Historic, scenic area. It doesn't say big fucking ruts from some asshole!
Proper oxygenation. That's what you gotta do.
Miss your chance to win a brand new 2022 Honda CRF450 Works Edition for 10 bucks. Go to www.kaplancycles.com. Buy your ticket today. What's happening, fellas? Feast your eyes on this classic 1995 Honda CR500. This is the king of ping, the biggest, baddest CR500 you can possibly get. It's bored to 519. Stock there 491. It's been given a full frame off restoration. This is our second peak replica bike that we've had through the shop. The first one was a full frame off like this one, and I just took it for a ride up and down the driveway. This thing's an absolute rocket ship. It's been taken right down to the frame. The frame was powder coated, the original Honda white. I guess I'll start Shasta white. I guess I'll start at the front of the bike. Obviously the front wheel is a Takasaga XL blue anodized rim laced to the original factory hub with new spokes. The caliper has been rebuilt with new pads in it. The master cylinder has been rebuilt with new brake fluid. The triple clamps are Pro Taper upper triple clamp, billet triple clamp with the Pro Taper bars and a brand new Pro Taper crossbar pad. It's got a new set of Honda waffle style grips, full new clutch, perch, cable, lever, the whole 9 yards, the whole assembly, and a new brake lever. So the whole front end's been completely rebuilt. The frame, again, stripped right down to the frame, sandblasted and powder coated. The originally factory tank is in good condition. It's got a new set of white radiator shrouds.
The forks were rebuilt as well. We have received.
That's right, yeah. N2D suspension actually rebuilt the front forks. It's got new fork seals. Oil, fork seals. Everything's completely rebuilt on the front. The rear shock's been completely rebuilt. Also, if you zoom in, you can see it has a new shock bumper, new nitrogen, new oil, new seals. So the rear shock and the front fork have been completely rebuilt. I have the original, on my 97 CR500, I have the original factory Showa suspension that's been rebuilt, and I love it. I mean, I could put Olin's on it, but for the level that I'm riding at, you just have it valved and sprung for your weight, and it's excellent. The original factory subframe's in excellent condition. You can see the swing arms in great condition. I'll get to the engine. I'll get to that last. I want to go over the running gear first. It has a new gold chain and a new Pro Taper rear sprocket. It has a blue anodized rear rim, a Takasaga XL rim that was relaced to the stock hub. The rear brakes were completely rebuilt. All the bearings and wheel bearings, swing arm bearings, everything's super tight. You can see it has a new chain slider to go with the new chain of sprockets.
New roller.
New rollers, new slider on the front. Has a works connection frame protectors, IMS foot pegs, IMS shifter. I'll get into it's got the factory racing Boyson cover, magnesium cover on the engine. It has a new shock protector over here. You can see on this side, new graphics on the swing arm. This side's got the new works connection, aluminum frame guide protector, new IMS peg. And then, now we'll get to the real heart of the beast. This is the CR500. It was originally 491 cc's. This one's bored to 519. The crank has been blueprinted and balanced. It's got all new seals on the motor, all new gaskets. The carb, obviously, is completely rebuilt too, and you can see it has new intake gaskets, new reeds, a lot of new hardware on the bike. You can see the head mount bolts are all new. Most of the hardware on the bike is new. So it's got a new Boyson factory racing clutch cover, full Pro Circuit pipe and silencer. You can see the water pumps have been completely rebuilt, all new hardware there. New hoses, New engine coolant. It's got the brand new white hoses, radiator hoses. Just a beautiful bike, front to back. It is a replica of the Peak factory, Peak antifreeze split fire spark plug bike. The seat cover is, of course, matching Peak antifreeze Pro Circuit pipe.
Yeah, I don't know if you can. I don't know if this kit's available. So it was a new old stock kit that that they were able to get their hands on, and we actually have the restoration catalog. So photos of the frame off and all of the components being rebuilt. So that's going to be probably in the eBay.
Sure, if you want to see the restoration, Junior's got it fully documented, frame off restoration. You can see it's got a new front fender, new front number plate, new radiator shrouds, new side blue matching side number plates, rear fender, full Peak antifreeze graphics kit with the Pro Circuit Peak antifreeze matching saddle. Just, I mean, this thing's a snapshot in time. It's a time machine. It's an absolute rocket ship. If you're looking for a bike to get into vintage racing, buy this bike. If you're looking for a collectible classic big bore two-stroke, which are going up in value every day, buy this bike. If you want a bike to put in your living room or in your museum, well, I can't think of a better bike that speaks of an era when these monsters dominated the tracks.
Show them frame rails, please.
Frame's been completely powder coated. You can see the frame rails. I don't feel any damage on this side here. Bottom of the engine is in pristine condition. Only accomplished this type of condition that can only be done with a full frame off restoration. And if you had to pay a shop to do this kind of work, to do a full frame off, you're looking at conservatively 100 hours labor to strip a bike down to the frame and completely rebuild every component on it. And ask your local shop what they charge an hour and do the math, what it adds up in the parts. You're easily gonna drop over 10 grand to do a restoration like this. And then you gotta buy all the parts, and then you gotta buy the bike too. And these days, any running CR500 is bringing 5,000, you know, the typical Craigslist junker, they want 5 grand for if it runs or more. So absolutely, this is the only Peak 500 for sale I know of today, anywhere. The one we sold went to a collector. So they're just not available. This is Moto Unobtainium personified right here. This is it. It's, as I like to say, bristling with trickery from the front fender to the back fender. Every nut and bolt, every square inch of this thing's been polished, painted, plated, or replaced with performance items from this era. And it's an absolute rocket ship. This will absolutely smoke a 450 in a whole shot or a hill climb, not even close. It's got about 25% more torque. This bike right here, this 1995 CR500 on a dyno has 25% more torque than this brand new 2022 450 factory edition. And and usually 1 horsepower more. Thanks for coming. So if you have any questions about this kick-ass piece, give us a call, 860-454-7024. If you have any closing also wanted to note when the frame off restoration was done, there was a slight crack from probably a rock or something right here on the original.
Move your finger. It's fucking.
Actually, it was actually this section right here was actually cracked, so it was It was professionally welded and then ground down, so it's as good as new. But I just wanted to point that out. You probably never would have noticed unless we said something. But right there, you can see that was repaired. Pretty common repair on a 2-stroke engine. Again, give us a call, 860-454-7024 if you have any questions about this kick-ass CR500. These Peak limited production, limited edition specials like this are really hard to come by. I only know of a couple of them in the States, and one we just sold. And I don't know of any other ones that are for sale. So if you like this bike, buy it, because there's not going to be another one.
It'd be hard to, it would be difficult to source this kit, period. Good luck.
And plan on 100 to 150 hours plus a stack of cash to build one of these. So buy this one now and wheel you off into the sunset. It's good for another 30 years. Thanks for watching, and God bless.